Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Emily Anderson and in the news on this Tuesday, November 13th. On Saturday, Florida Secretary of State Ken Detzner officially ordered recounts across the state of Florida in the hotly contested races for U.S. Senate, Governor, and Commissioner of Agriculture. More than 8 million ballots cast across the state are currently being recounted in all 67 of Florida's counties. Incumbent Democrat Senator Bill Nelson requested yesterday that his opponent and current governor, Rick Scott, recuse himself from overseeing the recount. President Trump has also gotten involved, suggesting this morning in a tweet that election officials in Broward and Palm Beach counties are manufacturing votes to swing the election in Nelson's favor. Despite these allegations, a judge yesterday rejected a request from Rick Scott to seize voting machines and ballots in Broward County, a central area for the recount, stating that there is no evidence of election fraud. Homecoming week may be over for UCF, but the school spirit still lives on. Last week, different events celebrated students and the university. Nightly News reporter Nathaniel Rivas takes us back through the days of homecoming week.
Big stars such as comedian JaWale McHale and artist A$AP Ferg, the kickoff of the men's basketball season, and a new homecoming court highlighted this special week. Court member Kyler Gray enjoyed how the week boosted the morale on campus.
The campus is unified, everyone's fired up, and everyone is participating in all these events throughout the week. And so it's just a great time for the university to come together and really look towards the future.
Night's Got Talent on Wednesday featured performers of the arts and music. Musician Brandon Pafford won the talent show and plans to pursue his music career after school. He was happy to win before he graduates.
I'm going to be putting all my efforts towards music, trying to get somewhere.
The annual Spirit Splash brought out thousands of students. Students like freshman Rodney Graham got in line for t-shirts as early as 6 a.m.
I feel excited. We got some tips from some volunteers, but hopefully we can get a duck our first time.
And President Dale Whitaker ran in with the students. OSI Productions volunteer Cody Trent loved being a part of Spirit Splash.
Not only is it about just the Spirit Splash event in general, but I think it's more about community and actually coming together as a student body and really participating in a really cool event that's been going on for years and years.
Saturday concluded the week with the homecoming football game. Darius McFadden and Sierra Claire won King and Queen for homecoming 2018. The week was capped off with a Knights victory. In Orlando, Nathaniel Rivas, UCF Nightly News.
President Whitaker signed 40 special ducks that were thrown at Spirit Splash. Those students will receive a free t-shirt and a lunch with the president next semester. Victim Services held their 5th annual sexual assault mock trial to bring awareness to the issue. They want students to see a real-life example of how these trials play out. Nightly News reporter Abisola Adiemo tells us about what's new this year.
Hands were lying on the floor.
Emotions ran high at the Victim Services mock trial. This is the first time male-on-male assault was demonstrated. Victims advocate Christy Oberbeck says they wanted to switch things up.
I just want to try something different that was a little bit more inclusive of what we see here on campus and what we have in our community here.
According to UCF police reports, sexual assault on campus is rising. There are 17 reported cases this year alone. Oberbeck says the number of reports changes throughout the school year. However, there are resources available at all times. The Victim Services Hotline is open 24/7, 365 days of the year. All students have to do is pick up their phone, dial the number, and help is on the way. Political science junior Ana Flores Rodriguez says she was interested in being in the trial because she wants to be a victim advocate.
To be in the process where you get to talk to someone and you are there for someone and you don't show any judgment towards them, I think is a really nice thing because people need that, especially if they go through something as traumatic as that.
Although they chose a male-on-male mock trial case, Oberbeck wants the same message to be clear, no matter the gender.
It's not about who the people are, sexual orientation, male, female, trans, it doesn't matter. It's about the consent part.
The student jury ruled the defendant guilty. In Orange County, Abisola Adeyemo, UCF Nightly News.
Victim Services holds several other events throughout the year to tackle these tough issues. After a thrilling double overtime win over UConn Thursday, the UCF men's soccer team lost to SMU in the conference championship on Saturday. The Mustangs scored off a set piece in the 73rd minute to take a 1-0 lead. Then with just 30 seconds left in the game, UCF freshman defender Andres Hernandez sent the ball into the back of the net to tie the game at 1 and force overtime. After a scoreless overtime, the Knights fell into a penalty kick shootout 5-4. Despite the loss, Coach Calabrese is not totally upset with the outcome.
First and foremost, I'm so proud of the group and the way they handle things. And once the game goes to penalty kicks, that's not a decision, a true way to decide a game, but that's the way that we do it.
It's not over for the Knights, though. They'll play in the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2011. They will host the winner of Lipscomb and Washington Sunday night. On Sunday afternoon, UCF had a disappointing 80-79 loss to FAU. Nightly News reporter Brianna Sorensen has more on how the Knights came up short.
Over the weekend, UCF had their first loss of the season to FAU. The Knights started off the game strong, scoring the first 12 points of the game.
We were locked in defensively. We got the stops, so we were able to get out and run, and we're a lot better off as a team when we get stops and we're able to get out and play in transition.
But that didn't last long. By halftime, the Owls closed in the score by only trailing the Knights by 6 points. During the last 3 minutes of the game, both teams went back and forth holding the lead, but with 7 seconds remaining, FAU forward Simon Lepejev pulled down a rebound and put it back up to beat the Knights 80-79. Coach Dawkins said that there was one attribute that cost them the game that FAU possessed and UCF lacked.
FAU played with more passion and desire than we did tonight, and that's disappointing. I mean, that's the one thing that both teams should have at a high level. And I didn't think we had at the level we needed to, and they did.
With all of the preseason hype, UCF guard Aubrey Dawkins says that off games are just part of the sport.
It's college basketball, things happen. That's the fun about it, but we got to be better and know that, we're not invincible.
UCF will return to action at the Myrtle Beach Invitational on Thursday. Reporting from the CFE Arena, Brianna Sorensen, UCF Nightly News.
With the loss, the Knights fall to 2-1. You can catch the Knights take on Cal State Fullerton Thursday afternoon on ESPN3 at 1:30. And now for today's forecast. Right now it's mostly cloudy outside with a high of 88 for the day and a 30% chance of rain. For tonight, our low will drop to 70 degrees with that chance of rain sticking around into the evening. The clouds are here to stay for tomorrow along with the rain. In fact, the chance of rain for tomorrow afternoon will be 60% with a high of 84 degrees. That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching, and make sure to keep up with everything UCF by following us on Twitter at UCF Nightly News. We'll be right back here at 1 p.m. tomorrow, and don't forget to catch our weekly newscast this Friday at 1 p.m. on Spectrum Channel 734. I'm Emily Anderson. Have a great day.